drumming has evolved. It's not just an African thing. Togetherness, community, group drumming, how it was impacting people. The waves of music is just representative of the waves of our brain.
How you feel when you see the full room of energy?
If I rumble on it, what do you feel?
It's amazing. Everyone has drums. Even
Yes.
in India,
Yeah.
we have a drum called hole, which we played during our marriages and all, and it brings energy and togetherness because two families are meeting. But can you tell me what is the history of this?
And I evoke through chanting.
So it's like listen to your inner rhythm.
Listen to your inner rhythm.
In a world chasing success, we chose to slow down, listen, and re-engineer from within. After 2 documentaries and 40 plus powerful stories that moved hearts worldwide, this is the Reenginnered Club. Hello everyone, and today's episode is for anyone who feels out of sync with the world. For the ones who have lost their rhythm, emotionally, mentally, or even spiritually. For the leaders, for the caregivers, for the creators, who give so much to others, but they forget the best that keeps them alive. Because today's guest is here to remind us that before we spoke words, we felt the rhythm. She's a drumming coach, a trainer, and an empowerment facilitator who uses the DJMB all the way from Africa, not just as an instrument, but as a mirror, a medicine, and most importantly, as a movement. Please welcome Fanny Rebecca and welcome to the Reenginnered Club podcast series. Welcome, Fanny, to our show, and it's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you, Madhu. It's an honor.
And you are doing wonderful job by bringing a movement with drums. Like unbelievable, bringing a movement and understanding the power of drumming and making it a motivational thing or an instrument or bringing in the inner rhythm. It's a big thing. But before we deep dive into technicalities and how it happens, can you tell me how you thought of bringing this drumming movement in Dubai?
It's an entire story. Thank you, first of all, for giving me the opportunity and the honor to be here to talk about myself and exactly what I'm bringing to the world. And it did not start from just the performance of just drumming. So there's a whole story behind what I am bringing in. I come from Cameroon. I'm Fanny Rebecca. And drumming has proven from the times of our ancestors to enable and bring communities together. It brings people together, not just in Africa. Drumming originates from different cultures. If you go to the American culture, the North American culture, and other cultures, there is this culture of bringing people, community in a circle of drumming. And the impact is passing on creativity, passing on, communication, oral history, the story of the tribe, of the community, to the generation. So drumming has evolved. It's not just an African thing. It has evolved. It's impacting the entire world. It's not just something for the ancestors anymore. And what the question is, why is it evolving? Why is it impacting? Why is it that everyone wants to experiment, wants to be a part of this experience?
Be part of this movement.
This movement. And why is it that when they experience it, something magical happens? I have a background in public speaking. I have a certificate in public speaking. I have a certificate in applied behavior analysis. I have a degree in African literature with an option in theater art. And I have a degree in psychology from Thompson Rivers University, Canada. So In one of my courses in psychology, I did thorough research on the impact of drums on our physiology, our brains, and our entire entity. And through this curiosity, I discovered how magical and what actually is happening to us when we are experimenting and engage in drumming. So it's not something from a background of not knowing what I am doing, but it's from a background of thorough research, scientific proven studies that I came up and I created what is called motivational and therapy drumming. Because we want to experiment something, but they say information is power. So we don't have the information on what we are doing. I come in between and I'm creating this aspect because when I had my events company about 14 years ago, I partnered to create this events company about 14 years ago. And in the event company, we created an in-house concept of African performance. We're building shows to, demonstrate our culture to the world. And in that, there was this concept of interactive drumming, which I discovered was fascinating, was bringing people together. And something was really happening, mesmerizing. And
energy,
people,
that energy.
A lot of energy. You've been part of one of my sessions and you saw that energy, togetherness, community, group drumming, how it was impacting people. Not just as a group, but individually, they were impacted. So it was through this, I decided, through my psychologist studies, to do some research. And I discovered how magical this thing is happening. And I created this concept. It's a step-by-step process. Concept I created. So you're moving from one step to the other with impact, with understanding, with knowledge.
With statistics, facts.
With statistics, with facts. How is this thing impacting me? How is it that the nerves, are moving from my hands on the drums into my biology to the brain, because the brain carries it all. When you look at composers, musicians, and pros that compose music, they have studied the brain. The waves of music is just representative of the waves of our brain. The electric waves of our brain is just representative of the waves of music. So music has a lot of impact in our entirety, in our being, in our living. I'll just hold your pulse right here. Do you feel something?
Yeah.
What do you feel? The beat, rhythm, and your heart. Boom, boom, boom.
The rhythm.
Boom, boom, boom. So we are rhythm. There is nothing that makes sense without rhythm of life.
True.
There is nothing without embracing and becoming that rhythm. So in that rhythm, there is what we call the foundation. We all have it. It's common. We are all created one. And that is what I came to realize, because I'm like, but we all have this one rhythm. Boom. It's all beating at the same time in the same way.
But we are same time boom, so different.
Boom. Boom.
Yeah.
That is where the spice comes in. That is where composers come in. Different dimensions and different understanding, it comes in. Now, when you look at something like delta wave, this is a particular wave of, music that composers use, to influence people. Composers don't just compose. They are composing, looking at what they actually want to influence. If they want to influence your emotions, if they want to make you feel sad, they will target a specific brainwave.
Amazing.
It's
a lot of science involved.
It's an amazing world. It's an amazing world. We need to get this understanding, because we are in a crowded world. A lot is happening. A lot is evolving really fast. Opportunities are fast. The physical comfort life is fast. We can I mean, we can do a lot of things in this generation, but also a lot of mental, uncomfortability. Life is moving fast as well in terms of, destruction, understanding,
geopolitical
spiritually,
things, yeah.
everything's moving so fast.
And how, in that context, how you bring your drumming instrument, which is very unique, djembe, to synchronize your brain waves, your understanding, controlling emotions, improvising it, and energizing it.
This is my djembe
This is a
drum.
beautiful art.
This is an entire music. If you hit specific parts of these drums, you will get specific feelings. It will impact you in different ways. It's just like every other music instrument, right? Now, music instrument is just blank slate. You impact it to impact you or to impact the people you want to impact. If I don't hit this drum, it's just empty. If I decide this drum is just going to be a table to have food, it will be meaningful in that dimension and in that way. But if I impact it in terms of a musical instrument, then the brain will get that information. It will direct me to the particular brain waves that are in charge of feeling what I want to be to feel in terms of music. So the djembe drum is music. If you hit the middle of this drum, it gives you some frequency.
Yeah.
And a feeling, right? You're going to feel something. Bass, standard, foundation.
True.
If you come to the side, do you feel something different?
Different.
From the bass? You're feeling it, right?
Yes, it's lighter.
It is lighter. And if you come on this other side,
Yeah.
if I rumble on it, what do you feel?
It's more of energy. Lot
Rush.
of ripples. Yeah.
Alive, active.
Alive.
I want to get things happen. Let it happen. Okay, if I get down.
Slow down, slow pace.
Slow pace.
Peace.
Peace, healing.
Calm.
Calmness. So this drum is an entire healing instrument that I am using to impact the world, to bring the global world together and, have that moment, collaboration, to understand that we are not just in rhythm of professional life. We are in rhythm of a life that can bring us all together to understand that in our uniqueness, because everyone has a rhythm, everyone has the same heartbeat, but in that heartbeat, we are called to contribute a part of us, which is our unique rhythm. My fingerprint is not your fingerprint. It will never be anyone else's fingerprint. You are created.
It's
different.
unique.
You have to bring it on the table of that base rhythm, which is Mother Earth rhythm. Mother Earth brings it to us and calls upon you to add something specific, which is you. So everyone has to add it. And for us to accelerate, for us to grow, we have to embrace each other's rhythm. So in corporate events, most often, corporate companies, the healing, the motivational talk is all about harmony, harmonizing, embracing diversity, inclusion, because that is what it's all about.
And bringing everyone together
Yes.
with different rhythms,
Yes,
but same common purpose.
exactly. We have a goal to accelerate. We have a goal to make it to the top. So how can we attain, how can we achieve that? We need to embrace each other. So there is that common goal of harmonizing our differences, because it's in the different paintings, the different colors on the paint that makes it beautiful. If it's just one color, it doesn't make any difference. If you were created just you, it's meaningless.
True.
So life is interesting. It is beautiful because we are able to see different things happening. And it's entertaining as well. So the aspect of motivational drumming comes in between the fact that an event is not just about talking. When you go to motivational event, you get a slideshow, you just sit, you listen, which is beautiful. You sit and you listen, and you are motivated by listening. Motivational therapy drumming comes in. You are motivated by listening, but you also get into the practical experience of experiencing what you listen to. So you are getting the healing instantly. You are in the practical realm of experiencing everything. And, humans learn faster and they are easily influenced when it is fun and entertaining. Yeah, we don't want it too boring, too corporate.
And to listen and by not practicing it, yeah?
Yes.
And is this a mechanism or a platform where you make use of all the 5 senses and make use listening, memorizing, practicing, and using all your senses so that is how motivational drumming therapy different than other motivational speeches?
Exactly. In motivational drumming, what I built was a concept of how our senses are influenced, because we live and we experience the world through our senses. So it enhances communication, it enhances focus, creativity, because most of them we are limited by distraction. Sometimes you will sit in the office and you want to focus on this work, and there's some family responsibility, there is some distraction.
A lot of distraction.
We are facing immense distraction in this generation.
So true.
Because there are lots of things to experience, and we don't know which one to focus on. So in the session, there is this emphasis on focus, being present, because that is all you have. Once the 3 dimensions of your existence is totally, fully present, productivity accelerates.
With focus. And full presence.
Full presence. So it will be full in whatever you are doing. So there is an emphasis of you being present, by evoking your superpower, by evoking yourself and the presence of that drum. This is just me and this drum. What do I want to do? I want to impact this moment. I want to feel dopamine. I want to feel happy. And this is all that matters. Do not go ahead of time. Be present. Yes, what you're doing right now is all that matters. What has to be is not your responsibility. What was, you can't do anything about it. This is what you have.
But what is? Be there.
Be there. So the senses, if it's feeling, because the group drumming is about collaboration, happiness, not just with yourself, but with the next person sitting close to you, and appreciation, relevance. Because we just don't want to be ourselves. We want to feel amazing by the presence of the other person sitting next to you or by your colleague in the company.
Yeah.
You're only important because of someone else. Without that person,
you're no one.
You're no one. It makes no sense. So we need to appreciate what others are doing.
And this is enabler or how you are facilitating that team synergy and bringing everyone in presence.
Yes, we give everyone the opportunity to be creative. So if you take that drum, put in front of you.
Surely.
I want you to rumble. And feel good. So this is what I have. I cannot give what I don't have. You have to become that person. If you want to impact the world, be unique, be distinct, be outstanding, it must be a part of you. You have to become part of that thing. You cannot camouflage. You cannot copy and paste. That would be very temporary.
Yeah.
So
We are unique
We
in
are
each
unique.
way. Yeah.
You must embrace that because that is what they want to see on the table. We all have a common goal, but in that common goal, to accelerate, to grow, everyone's uniqueness matters. So I am going to let you create something of your own. And I want you to create it from believing that this is me, this is my rhythm. We all have one heartbeat. We are all created with that heartbeat, Mother Earth heartbeat. But in that, I am called to contribute something that I'm inspired, my purpose. I believe in that. So create a rhythm, which is you.
This is me.
That's amazing. Do you feel
Yes.
audacity in that?
Definitely. It feels like as if I own this. And as you correctly said in the beginning, like everyone has drums. Even
Yes.
in India, we have drum called hole, which we play it during our marriages and all. And it brings energy and togetherness because two families are meeting. Two families are accepting each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is also a part of celebration. And this is amazing. But can you tell me what is the history of this?
Drumming originated far back in the days of our ancestors, of our forefathers, not just in Africa. As I told you, there are many parts of the world. In North America and other parts of the world, they have this culture of group drumming, circle drumming. You know, that was the only way they could pass the history of the tribe, of the community. So in the evenings, in the nights, tribes and families, they sit around, you know, in a circle and they have this drum because entertainment was the only way they could experience life in a fascinating way and make it worthwhile. So they will see, they will tell the story, the history of the tribe, their struggles, the fights and all of that. So it is a cultural thing that empowers, brings people together and helps them to express themselves. Communication. So that is the story. The question is, today, it's taken over the world because the impact, we cannot neglect the impact of these drums. When you experience it, you want to experience it even more, and you want someone else to have the experience of these drums and be in that community where you feel the sense of belonging. I am appreciated. I also have a rhythm. Oh, I was able to create this rhythm and it was amazing. It was appreciated in people and then you are taking that back home and you feel like, oh wow, maybe this other idea I have, if I have been shy about, you know, presenting this idea to the world, maybe this other idea, I should present it to the world as well. This is my rhythm. This is me. So it empowers you. So this is how it is coming in to keep empowering people, to keep empowering your individuality, your uniqueness.
Your identity.
Your identity. And in that, you also get to appreciate other people around you. And you also get to communicate. Because in group drumming, there's also the demonstration of communication where you learn to breathe properly. Because most often, we are just breathing half. We don't understand the power of deep breathing. From here, right from your belly, right from here. So it's not limited to your esophagus or to your diaphragm.
Yeah.
You breathe from here and out. And in that, there is an aspect which my mother taught me. May her soul rest in peace. She taught me a little trick of overcoming what we call glossophobia, the fear of public speaking. Most often we cannot face the world because we are fearful of judgment. People want to judge you. They want to make a mockery of you.
Social presence.
Yes, social presence and all of that. It gets into you and you become creative as well. You're creating things. Even when you are not being judged, you stand in front of people and you become creative. We are creative beings. So our brain is always creating things, you know. So when it's creating, it can create negatively or positively. So my mother taught me this little trick on how to overcome the fear of standing in front of people and the eyes of all those looking at you. You have a mission, you have a purpose, you want to pass it across. You've branded yourself, and then this is you standing in front of the universe, in front of the world, and you cannot do it. So she told me, my daughter, this is what I do. I root myself on what I call my root position. Consciously, mindfully, you stand and you remind yourself, I'm not here by chance. I'm here for a purpose. And that purpose must happen. That's the mantra. And I evoke through chanting. What do you feel about this sound? It's going miles away. It's bringing the history. Where I come from, I'm not just me. I am memory of my ancestors. I carry memory in my body.
You carry memories.
I cannot disappoint them. I cannot disappoint my ancestors, my forefathers. They want me to continue what they left. They want
legacy.
The legacy. I have to keep going with it. So am I here to be a disappointment?
Definitely
I am not
no.
a disappointment.
And saying that, what is your next milestone, or what is the next thing that you want to bring in upcoming years, the future of this momentum?
I want to bring the world together in healing, in harmonized healing. I want to bring the world together in one rhythm through the knowledge of how these drums are impacting us. And I want people to understand that it's not about where you come from. It is about what you are doing from where you come from. True success is not your outcome. It's not the car or the house or what you have. It's what is happening in the life of that person you're impacting. That is where true success comes from.
Exactly.
So when we are empowering ourselves through the rhythm, building our individuality through rhythm, reminding ourselves that I'm going to have fun. Yeah, I'm feeling the rhythm of this drum. I'm empowering myself to be positive. I just don't want to consume that positivity. I just don't want to consume my own growth. The water will not drink its own water. The plants will not consume their own fruit.
Correct.
Same with us humans. We are not created to consume the produce.
It's about service.
It's about service. We are all here to serve each other. It's a trade and barter thing. So it's
Definitely.
a give and take.
Brilliant takeaways. I think such a huge lessons that you are doing and you are giving away by using this concept. And any particular message that you have received from leadership team when they used this beautiful instrument for the first time in creating their own rhythm?
Of course. You know, there's this thing about leadership. And when you don't conceive it properly, when you don't understand it properly, you will handle it inappropriately. You will not handle it the way it's supposed to be handled. Leadership is not about being bossy. It's not about authoritarian. It's about authoritative, nurturing. It's about serving.
Correct.
And how do you serve the people? You need logical mindset. You need to have a mindset to embrace, to appreciate everyone. Everyone's contribution matters. So I have had these experiences where in a drumming session, I get the managers to come up on the master drum because this is a master drum, and often we give the little djembe drums to the participants. So the managers come up and they are led into the session of serving the people. You're serving, you're right here. And how are they going to demonstrate that? By creating a particular rhythm and get them respond. And in that response, they see that we are all one, we are all unique in our own way. So if I'm a leader, it's not that I have to be an authoritarian leader. There's a difference between being authoritarian and being authoritative. In psychology, we say, authoritative, nurturing, parenting is, appreciating. It's being there. It's understanding, opening your mind to understand, oh, okay, you're saying something. Is this right or wrong? Authoritarian is, I know what I'm saying. You can tell me shit. This is it. And I know better than you. You know nothing.
Correct.
So in leadership, we are encouraged to understand everyone, to be there for them. So we are passing this across through rhythm. Let me hear your rhythm. Oh, you're amazing. You are amazing. Yes, can we combine? Can we all come together? So that is leadership. So we are channeling the leaders into understanding that it's don't think being a leader means it's all about you. No, it's not all about you.
So, you have also witnessed where leadership team have not taken it positively, and there are also scenarios where they have embraced it.
Yeah, it's a moment that creates that ambience, and it's not that I have particularly experienced a leader who comes in. This is an open forum, so there is no leader or there is no manager that is going to come in with this negativity or is going to come in to be authoritarian. We don't give room for that in our session. But we give information, we pass across a message, and that message has an impact. If you're a leader, this is what leadership is all about. It's about accepting, embracing diversity, creating your unique heartbeat, but also identifying that this is my team. And my team means that I have to pass on what I have as a leader. As someone, the light, everyone is looking at that light as an example. So how is my example going to be like?
Set and all, yeah. And saying that, how you feel when you see the full room of energy? Like I have witnessed that personally. And
Yes.
when you are moderating this kind of leadership sessions, motivational speaking, how you yourself personally feel like when you see the full room is so enthusiastic, so full of energy, how you feel it?
It's exhilarating. We meet different energies every day. It is important that we first of all become energy. There are some sessions that entails you become really extremely expressive, energized to get the people energized as well. Some people are so downcasted. They are moody. So there are groups I have met which are really not okay. And this is where I feel my power comes from. It's not from the groups that are already okay. If you say one beat, one heartbeat, everyone bang at the same time, the result is like instant success. That is no impact.
Because they're already at that level.
They're already at that level. So the impact is meeting a group, a company that needs that healing. And you're able to facilitate, you're able to get it through, to empower them, to elevate them. That is where you feel successful. So I've met groups like that. I've met corporate events like that where everyone is laid back. And all they are feeling, it's their mind in different dimensions.
Distracted.
The present is not present.
And in that scenario, what do you do? The first thing that you do to turn around that scenario?
I chant a lot. I distract them from their distractions. I distract them.
That's the underlining mantra that you follow.
Yes. So when I start making and all of them, they're like, what the heck is she doing? Who is she? And again,
and then you get back their attention.
Yeah, they come present. And again, that I know the next judgment comes in. But this is a woman on the drum, most often drumming It has to do with manpower. So it's you need to, it's effortful.
Yeah.
So
A lot of energy goes into
they will
that,
think this is supposed to be a man's job. So they start looking, okay, this is a woman. What is
And
she going to
then
do?
they see such a big energy ball coming and rolling and telling everyone to stand up, and you bring that massive energy. So that comes from where? Now I got to know that it's your chanting and your power and your culture that you're so proud of
Yes.
to bring on stage. Apart from that, there are anything that you think still something that you're missing or you're working upon?
Yes, it's quite a lot that I am researching on. We are so distracted in life, and that distraction, it devalues our understanding of whom truly we are. We
Finding
want
the true
the
self.
true self, the meaning, the purpose of whom you are. Sometimes our energies are pulled away by others. They want to impose their disabilities on us. People are like that. Most people are like that. When they feel disabled, when they feel that their evaluation is not high enough, it's not good enough, they want the next person to be a part of that. That's the only way they feel confident. Or someone else is disabled as I am. So you can be a victim if you are not strong enough, if you are not empowered enough. So most often in this session, I remind people to stand their grounds. Don't be distracted by the rhythm, by the outside noise. There's a lot of outside noise happening.
So it's like listen to your inner rhythm.
Listen to your inner rhythm and stand your grounds. So if I'm going to demonstrate something. Okay, whatever I will do with this drum, you maintain your ground. Don't let it out. So all you're going to do is, so whatever I do, you keep that.
Okay.
If I play my drum, if I chant, if I incantate, if I transform into a demon or whatever I am doing, because
But still
sometimes
I
these
keep my
distractions are scary because it impacts your health. People will criticize you, they'll comment negative comments about you. Online, they'll do all those things about you. But what you got to do is to keep your inner rhythm.
Okay. Let's see.
Maintain your ground. Ready to go?
Yeah. So how I have to do?
Okay, one thing I want you to know, rhythm starts from here. As within, so without.
Okay.
Everything begins from inside, all right? So if you get a rhythm from here, it can come here and it will go there perfectly well.
So it's brain,
Vociferate,
voice.
verbal. So just say, okay, just get it. In your brain, close your eyes. Pum 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 pum.
Pum 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 pum.
That's it. So can you do it now on the drums while you vociferate?
Pum 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 pum.
Amazing. Yes. 3, 2, 1, and stop. So there must be also what we call coordination.
Okay.
It's not in a rush, but it's sequence in coordination. All right? So everything I am going to do, you just... All right? No, you listen to my distraction.
Okay.
And you stand your grounds. Your distraction cannot
So I will keep
distract
doing
me.
my rhythm.
So no. Whatever I do, you respond. So you listen first.
Okay.
Oh, this is distraction. I'm trying to live healthy, to eat healthy. Now I'm getting the smell of food. I'm getting the
McDonald's.
advertisement of food everywhere online and all of that. I cannot be distracted. And this is my rhythm. That's it. So whatever I do, you listen first, the distraction, then you stand your ground.
Okay.
Okay? So sometimes people will even mimic you. They will copy and paste to distract you. They
True.
want to be you to distract you. But you stand your ground. And this is my inner rhythm. This is what I stand for. This is my uniqueness. This is my contribution. I will not be moved. I will not be you, because I can only be me and not you.
This is brilliant. I think absolute true demonstration what happens in everyday life,
Yes,
right? So
exactly.
brilliant. I think this is the instrument, as you said, bringing entertainment in finding your purpose.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in that, there is another aspect which I would want to talk about. It's that we need to accept and appreciate.
Who we are.
Yes, and appreciate life, because we are not chronological, simultaneous. If there is happiness, there will be sadness. If there is the day, there will be the light. We are experiencing day. There's another part of the world experiencing darkness right now. So there is no way, there is nothing we can do about it. There is only the presence of the mountain because of the valley. So they are together. Mountain is only relevant because of the valley.
The valley.
If the valley is not there, who are you? You are not mountain.
All are
you are not
equal,
that.
yeah? And that's how we complement.
Yes.
And saying so, the last question that I'll be very, very interested to know, like, this is beautiful concept. This is beautiful facilitation to bringing teams, leadership all together and getting things happen and also finding your inner rhythm. But any stereotype you want to break for this drumming and you want to make it more interactive, or you want to get this motivational drumming concept into a different level?
The stereotype is only in your creation. Now, people will take you. If you find yourself amazing, if you're thinking of yourself that, oh, because I'm a woman, or because, I don't have the strength for this drum, I'm not sure people will appreciate me. The world will take you that way. So we create the stereotype by ourselves. So I'm not going to be limited by anything called stereotype or by anything called race or from where I come from.
That drumming is for everyone.
It's for everyone. It's for everyone. It's not limited to someone. It's not because, I know that sometimes I stand on the stage and people are like, okay, a woman, what is going to happen?
You're this big, gigantic drums, what will happen?
It's not about who is standing behind that experience. It's the experience you're going to get. Is that effective enough? That is what matters. So don't limit yourself with what people are creating. People will always be creative. Even if it's a male drummer, sometimes you stand as a male drummer, people will still have something to create about you. So your responsibility is what you think about yourself and the power you stand for yourself and what you want to pass across to the world. It's not about what people are thinking, because they will think, they will create in different dimensions. So you stand strong for your stuff and don't stereotype yourself.
It's everyone's, like anyone can do it if they are willing to do it.
Everyone can do it.
Yeah.
If you go online, you'll see amazing female drummers. Yeah. But the concept of motivational drumming and therapy drumming, it's a concept and it's an experience. I will encourage groups, individuals, because I do, person-to-person sessions. Sometimes people just want to talk and cure. They just want someone they can share their experience with, because I'm not coming from, a marveling background with ease. No, I come from a very supportive family, but the beginning has not been easy for me as well. So sometimes I get to share my story with clients just to encourage them, to inspire them.
And to find who they are.
Who they are.
Who they really are,
Yes.
right? I think that is the biggest struggle or the question mark that everyone has.
Everyone is finding that space to understand that, am I in this struggle alone? Everyone is going through their own shit in one way or the other.
Correct.
But in that shit, You have to find a way to go through it peacefully, because life is two. Happiness, sadness, up and down, up and down. You can do nothing about it.
Yeah.
Everyone experiences that.
True.
But the power is how you navigate through it. And how you navigate it through this
It completely
experiences
depends on us. Yeah.
will give you the outcome.
Brilliant. And any last message to our audience who is actually looking for that inner rhythm?
I want everyone to know that they are unique, they are beautiful. You are created the way you are for a purpose. Don't try to be anyone else. And through that heartbeat, let your fingerprint be a contribution to humanity. That is what makes you unique. We want to feel you, we want to see you. You can learn from others, from the masters, but there is that contribution, which is your uniqueness. Bring it on the table, and through rhythm, that happens, and it's possible.
Yes, definitely it is possible. And we'll get into quick reflections round where I expect a single word answer from you for my questions. Are you ready for that?
I'm ready.
And you can also play it in your own rhythm.
Yes.
Okay? So let's go. What's your favorite stage memory ever?
When a client came up and told me, Fanny, I had back pain before the session. I'm feeling relieved. Did you do something magical? What is happening? And I remember recalling where I come from. And I'm like, okay, this is not just physical impact. This is something that has to do with spiritual impact. You know, when you come positively with people, you know, they can be impacted in really amazing ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Even medically, I mean to say.
Yes.
Yeah. A mantra you live by.
This is me. I'm not here by chance. I'm here for a purpose. And that has to happen.
Beautiful. Most powerful word in the English language.
Most powerful word in English language.
For you.
Yeah. What I'm living for, what I am, I think it's motivate.
I thought you would say rhythm.
Motivate through rhythm. Yeah, motivate through rhythm, because motivation comes in different ways.
Yeah.
You know, motivate. Yeah, I'm motivating through rhythm. Motivate through rhythm. Yeah.
One voice that changed your life.
One voice. It's my chanting.
Dream stage or event you would love to manage or host.
I want to.
What you're manifesting for.
I want my influence to be global and not limited to Asia.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been to India, I've been to Qatar, Oman, and the Gulf, and a lot of other countries around. But I want this healing to
go global.
further. Yes.
What's your superpower in one word?
That I'm Fanny Rebecca. I have a purpose. And I have the power of foresight,
Brilliant.
intuition. Yeah.
And believing in self, right? You can do it. And you are backed by legacy, as you said, right?
Yeah.
Like what you are.
The triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am born with clairvoyance, and that's one part of me which I don't disconnect from. Because what I'm doing, most often people, they get a little, how did she come about this, and what is happening? Who is she? And how did it that happen that she is here? She is doing what she is doing. So it's not by chance of my physical presence. It's by a call of the higher self. We sometimes disconnect those dots. We are created on triangle, the power of the triangle, our physical self, our mental self, which has to do with knowledge, empowering yourself by acquiring knowledge, and then our higher self, the spirit part of us that has the result of everything. If you're smiling with me and it's a fake smile, what can make me understand that that smile is fake? If you're not connected to your higher self, you will not get the information. I will not be able to tell this is a fake smile because I'm limited to just the physical. I'm just seeing you physical. So most often we are disconnected. We experience just the physical and the mental part of us. We believe that we are limited to just knowledge and the physicality.
Very materialistic. And
yes.
Yeah.
So with that connection, you can be whole and full and experience life in the most amazing and brilliant way. So sometimes in my country, in my culture, in Africa, people that are born with clairvoyance, they will give them names and they will say witches and wizards, black magic. It's a gift. I didn't ask for it. I was born with it. I have apparitions, things, sometimes I see things that with our senses we cannot see. I will smell things that you cannot smell.
What a superpower. Brilliant to know that you have this intuition as your superpower.
Yeah, it's as I say, it's a gift that I did not ask for. That I was born with it, and it influenced me from childhood. My mother tried to, help me out because when I was a child, it used to affect me. I wasn't comfortable growing up because I could see things that others could not see. So it was influencing me in scary ways. I was always screaming and shouting. So Mama tried in spiritual ways to get it out. What is this haunting my child? But you cannot really totally take it out. Because God made that to happen.
God gifted, yeah.
On purpose. So I grew up with that. But every gift that is given to everyone has a gift.
You should accept it.
You should accept it. Now you have a choice on how you want to use that. If you're holding that pen, you have a choice on what you want to use it for. You can use it to hurt, to write. So you have a choice. If you have a knife, you can use that knife to cook, to do good things, and you can use it to harm.
True.
So every gift that is given to us, knowledge or otherwise, you have a choice on how you want to use it. So in Africa, when people have this clairvoyance gift, most often they will stereotype you like, oh, it's black, it's dark, it's bad thing. But you have a choice. How do you want to use it? How do you want to channel it? So I'm not going to channel my gift. I don't even know how to channel it negatively because I have not trained on doing that. In everything that improves, that becomes better, you can use it, you can impact it in the lives of people. You need some time of training. You need to become it. So my gift, I have become it in a positive way. When I go to companies, I'm not just going to drum. What is happening? There are many things that happen without them even physically experiencing it. Most often, I'm not just chanting. I'm not just closing my eyes.
But you are visualizing the future.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am impacting. I'm not going to leave this company without something positive happening in this company. This company should go and experience some growth because they came across Fanny Rebecca with hard drums. So that is what I'm living. That's why sometimes I'm chanting. I'm in my spirit, in my sessions, and people will not understand. But the spirits understand because I want to impact you. I'm not going to leave you this way. I'm going to leave a piece of me, of my positivity, of encouragement with you. So I can only do that through some higher self.
Yes. It's so brilliant, and I think good to know about your story and to know more about you beyond your drumming and motivational speaking. And there's so much of you that you are in a purpose and in a roadmap to give your learnings as a service for others. So pleasure having you, and knowing you as a person more was lovely.
Thank you, Madhu.
Rebecca reminded us that leadership doesn't always need words. Sometimes it's just need a beat. Let's thank her for sharing her rhythm and her heart and the philosophy and the ideology that she brings. And to anyone listening to this podcast, if you have lost your voice, maybe it's time to listen to your inner rhythm. And this is the Reenginnered Club podcast. And until next time, stay in rhythm and keep reengineering. Thank you very much. I'm signing off, your host, Madhusmita Nayak. If this story moved you, don't just scroll. Share it, start a conversation, and subscribe to be part of something that redefines what it means to grow. And if you have an inspiring story, please get in contact with her team, info@reenginneeringclub.com.